I never know. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. We're talking about Standard 5.
Yes. Okay, so we watched the lesson yesterday together, and it was talking about, or you were talking about with the kids, different animals on the pro board, where they live, what those habitats look like, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, so if we're just going through here, the project-based learning standard, that part wasn't really shown in the lesson.
No.
So, do we want to explain a little bit of what that would look like? Okay.
I can. So this beginning part was the foundation for the project because they've been really into zoo animals and talking about where they live and stuff because one particular child watched a documentary on it and she's just been talking about it nonstop, and so then they've been looking at like the library books in their classroom and finding animals and stuff. So I thought that I would tie that into winter, and since polar bears live in cold places, we've been talking about that. And then we read Polar Bear, you know, what do you hear?
Yeah.
And they've been talking about, like, where they live. So I wanted to see if they would still be interested in that. Because part of this was before break, too.
Yeah.
So they were still pretty, like, excited about it. So we're going to build, like, little mini habitats for each of the animals that we read about in Polar Bear, what do you hear?
Okay, cool. It's really hard, and we've talked about this almost every single time, it's really hard to, like, give you a score in general for standards when you're working with TK kids.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I feel like even though you're doing a really good job, it's hard to give you a 4 because it says you're guiding students and analyzing the complexities of an issue. That's really hard for a 5-year-old to do.
Yeah.
And it's a brand new 5-year-old, you know?
Yeah.
So even though it's like my scores for you don't, you know, like, I try to match it up to what they want here, but at the same time, it's just like, that part is really difficult. So I would give you a 3. I think that it's perfect for TK.
Yeah.
And that they're going to want to have a lot of fun with it. It's going to be really engaging for them. And then you were talking about, you know, building into it, because it talks about understanding a problem or issue, building into it the preserving their habitats and that kind of stuff. It'll be interesting to see how far we can get with them, you know, on that topic and what they understand from it. But and then that kind of is similar in the application to real world problems, like hard with 5-year-old. But I feel like, you know, it's doable maybe in terms that are a little bit, you know, easier for them to understand.
Yeah.
So it'll be neat to follow up on that. Maybe we could look at Standard 6 and see if we could fit any of this project into that to see, like, where we grow from there. That might be neat. Yeah, the use of digital tools for learning, again, 5-year-olds. Yeah. So I got caught up here, like, I wanted to give you this 3 proficient score, but it's like, it introduces students to the use because you were using the technology and not students using the technology. So, but you know, one, how much technology do we really have that the students can use themselves? Yeah,
most of it, it's really guided.
Yes.
Like, the laptops, they've used them, but I'm helping them the entire time. And it's only usually groups of 3.
It's very much introductory.
It's very small. Yeah, it's very small groups.
Yeah. So, hard to use that, but I think that the way that you are using it is really good to give them visuals and, you know, help them understand things, the songs and stuff that they do in other lessons, you know, are, like, really helpful. And, so I think, again, on here, it may not look like a great score, but at the same time, it's like, I think it's great for where they are.
Yeah.
So,
that makes sense.
I just want that distinction to be known because it's not like you're doing a poor job, you know what I mean?
No,
so, and then the literacy across the curriculum, I did give you a 4 on that because you always find a book or something that you can relate to the topic that the kids are supposed to be learning about. And so this is like ELA books and stuff, but it's also science. So it's definitely in technology, it's cross-curricular with that. Okay. So I feel like that was a good way to incorporate it. And then it's kind of similar with the interdisciplinary themes. Same thing where you're just kind of crossing everything. Like art will go into it with when you build your staff, project and everything. So I gave you a 4 on that as well. So that's where
yeah
that landed.
That sounds good. Yeah, it's hard.
I know, and it's
It
not
is hard.
hard in what you're doing in the classroom. It's just hard to meld it into this form.
Yeah.
So,
No,
but because
I
it's
get it.
just it's not teaching isn't a one size fits all.
No.
But when you have to fit it into a one size fits all form, then it's gets a little squishy.
Yeah.
So, but you're doing great. I think that what you're planning for the kids is great, and it's like just keep pushing them a little bit, and
okay,
yeah,
that sounds good.
I think it's going well.
Okay, thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah.